My name is Audrey Eady, and I'm a senior at the University at Albany, where I'm a research assistant in the Cognition and Language Laboratory. I've been able to collaborate and work under the supervision of Dr. Jeanette Altarriba and Allison Wilck. We wanted to test the emotional advantage theory by seeing how emotional audio influences recognition and recall memory. There is a large body of literature indicating that emotions can have a big impact on cognitive processing, specifically in attention and memory. For example, researchers Levine and Burgess found that when a person was happy after watching videos, their memory was much better than if they were feeling sad. Another study by researchers Edelman and Estes asked participants to memorize emotional words. Positive words were found to be recalled more than the negative words. As in these examples, most studies looking at the influence of emotion on cognition have been done with visuals or words. However, listening to auditory stimuli have also been shown to influence our memory. Studies looking at the influence of sound typically play a consistent sound through headphones or speakers. Qualities of the sound can be altered to test for their influence on memory for the sounds themselves or other information that was present while listening to the sounds. For example, Ballas used spatial audio to show that it helped improve recall opposed to not having any audio present. Other researchers have used spatial audio with young adults and elderly folks with Alzheimer's. Participants listened to audio tapes that contained facts about their lives. The overall positive facts were retained the best. This phenomenon was later given the name emotional enhancement. That indicates memories associated with positivity are remembered better than the neutral memories. Although there is a lot of evidence to suggest an emotional advantage from memories in words that themselves have an emotional connotation, it is unclear the presence of emotion in one's environment might influence memory for non-emotional stimuli. This brings us to our current study that addressed the question, does emotional audio influence memory of non-emotional images? Participants listened to emotional clips before rating abstract images. This study uses the Rorschach ink blots to act as our ambiguous objects of memorization alongside positive or neutral audio. Thus, we were able to test the hypothesis that positive audio files would improve overall recall memory opposed to the neutral audio files. The independent variable in this experiment is sound, as we can control whether sound has an overall effect on memory. Our dependent variable is recall memory. The control variable in this study was a no sound condition study. The study was completed online using the Qualtrics survey platform with a sample of undergraduate students from the University of Albany. For the main experimental task, participants listened to an audio clip that was either positive, neutral, or contained no sound prior to rating and abstract images on likability. Here is an example of a positively valent sound. This is an example of a neutral valent sound. After hearing 7 clips and rating 7 images, a brief math task was completed that served as a retention interval before a surprise memory test. This memory test consisted of the images being shown and participants being asked if the image was old or new. If they responded saying the image was old, they were prompted to recall the sound that was paired with a specific ink blot. Participants were presented with 7 sounds and 7 images for the rating stage, and 14 images were shown in the recall phase. After completing the memory test, participants completed a demographic questionnaire. The results showed a significant effect of conditions such that recognition memory was superior for images paired with no sound than with a positive or neutral sound. A separate ANOVA was conducted to analyze the influence of condition. This was either positive or neutral audio on song recall, with likability ratings entered as a covariate. Again, condition yielded a statistical significance. Neutral sounds with a mean of 0.079 and a standard deviation of 0.103 were recalled and paired to an abstract image with greater accuracy than were positive sounds with a mean of 0.01314 with standard deviation of 0.072. The study showed that no sound leads to improved recall memory. The result went against the hypothesis created with the emotional advantage theory in mind. This study showed that the recognition of abstract images was best for images paired without a sound. We found multiple learning patterns indicating that the presence of task-unrelated emotional sounds decreased incidental memory for abstract images. Instructions specifically said to listen to the sound and rate the image. Participants were not told at any point to memorize the sounds. Incidental learning is enhanced when attention is focused on a single modality task. The instructions may have created an environment where they put their energies into rating images instead of intently listening to the sounds. Participants may not have thought of the sounds as important as the images in the task. Work has been done to describe how emotional advantage is limited in working memory depending on balanced information or relevancy to a task. There is research being done in the lab right now that changes the directions to see if it affects the results of intentional learning situations. The equal emphasis of image and audio file memorization may yield different results. Thank you for learning about my study. If there are any questions, please join us at the Q&A and send us an email.